Hello, friends. I am here with Franz.
Oh,
Say hello, Franz.
hello.
Hello.
Jada and Anna are here, my series regular stars.
Yes.
Franz, yes, my regulars. I could not imagine reading all of this game at this point without them, or you all.
It's a lot reading.
It's a lot. Like when I'm playing like Parasite Eve, like there's a lot of text. Not this
Yeah.
much text, but there's some text. And even with just reading Parasite Eve, I get tired. I'm like, man, I'm tired of reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I can imagine having done Fire Emblem all by myself. So thank you,
Yes.
friends.
No
Because,
problem.
oh my god, I would be exhausted otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try and get some work done today on Fire Emblem. We're so close to the end. We're like literally like 5 chapters or something like that. We're on chapter 24.
Yep.
So we're really close to the end of this game.
Closing in.
I
I'm
know.
so excited.
So what happened last time is we came to Castle Del Rey, right, in order to meet up with Jeffrey and Bastian and basically like the Crimean Resistance Army, and we're bringing Alencia to them. And then when we arrived, they were getting attacked by Dayan soldiers. So I progressed the battle a little bit. A couple things did happen. I'm just going to sum up for you. Lucina and Bastian, who had like left, right? They were like, no, we're not going to risk it. They wanted to just protect Alencia. They entered the battle. They're like, sorry, you're wrong. We were wrong. You were right. We should help. So they jumped in. So Bastian's like sitting over here right now. He's a mage, by the way. And Lucina is a... she's got a sword. So she's a... I don't know, a warrior or something like that. And then as we are approaching, here's the castle. All we have to do is sit on that spot. So literally next turn it's going to be done. And then the Black Knight showed up. And he's just been parked down here menacingly during the entire battle. He hasn't moved, but he's...
Okay.
I was terrified the entire time. I was like, oh my god. I immediately ran away from him and I never looked back. But he's here. And they had a moment of, oh my god, it's him. And that's basically what happened. So I just went ahead and got us to the end of this. And
Yeah.
Jeffrey's here and he's fine.
Also, can you put up the stream?
Oh, I gotta put up
please,
the
quick?
stream. Thank you for reminding me again.
Okay. He
There we
watches
go.
from the shadows is right.
He does watch in the
Mochi.
shadows. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I know Jada wants her regulars. Yes.
Yes, please.
Anna, do you have any requests, Miss
No,
Star?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. And then I'll get my notes out. All right. So we'll go ahead and then end this battle.
Oh.
Oops. Let's see who. There we go. I gotta remember how to play again. Gonna sit Jill right there on the point and arrive and
So
clear the
much-
map.
So much Parasite Eve.
I know. All right. Black Knight will be Anna.
And yet another general of Dayan is defeated. I wonder how powerful you will become, Army of Crimea. I look forward to our next meeting.
Ooh, so ominous.
Mm.
Hey, Amatsum.
You've just been moving there.
We've had some deaths, but I went back and fixed it. We did lose like a few characters I didn't manage to recruit. Like I think maybe 3. So for a first play, it hasn't been going too bad. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Oh, you're enjoying my
Going very
Parasite
smooth.
Eve? I'm going to try and finish Parasite Eve by the way. I don't know. Anna, are you free tonight for Phasmo, by the way?
I'm not.
Okay, so maybe tomorrow night then. We need to check with Asala. Asala wanted to play Phasmo tonight because they're releasing Nightmare Mode. Yeah.
Whoa.
So maybe tomorrow then? How's your schedule tomorrow there, Anna? You let me know.
I'm free tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow, normally I would do, actually, no, I don't normally stream on Tuesdays, but as you guys know, my cousin is coming to stay with me for a week, but she arrives at like 11 p.m. tomorrow night, so we can Phasmo before that.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
So maybe I'll finish, or try to finish Parasite Eve tonight, because I only have 2 chapters left. So then that'll be like done with that before I have to go on a 1-week hiatus.
Nice.
But yeah, so look forward to that. But yes, I am really enjoying Parasite Eve as well.
It's so fun to watch. I love the meatball game.
The meatballs. That enemy is so weird. He's throwing meatballs at
It's
me.
the best.
But what a great game that has been.
I know.
All right, Jada has Alencia.
My Lord Ike.
Oh, then I'll take Ike today. Princess Alencia, so you came after all.
Thanks to your words, both of my friends came to understand how vital it was.
I don't understand the feelings of knights, but I do understand how important your former retainers are to you. And I also understand the strong support with which they provide you. I'm happy we were able to save them.
It's Amari.
Alright, shall we return? If I'm going to be fighting with them, I should probably introduce myself.
Wait, my Lord Ike.
Yes?
As you said, Lucia and the others are very important to me. They are family. I may presume too much, but, well... My Lord Ike.
How many times is Alicia gonna say my lord?
She just likes to say his name, I think.
You and the others are also irreplaceable to me, so I ask for your continued support.
Of course, it's an honor. Mochi says we need to find a sugar daddy. Oh, it's Jeffrey. That's good to be Anna.
Princess!
Jeffrey!
Hey, Bill. Yeah, we jumped right in. I didn't want to keep everybody waiting, but you didn't miss anything.
We just finished a battle.
Yeah, I had pre-played most of the battle. We just ended it. And so we made it to the castle. Everybody seems to have survived.
Princess, to behold you again. It's...
No nonsense today, that's right. Thanks for being here, you guys. For this bonus stream.
If you had lost your life today, this reunion would not be taking place. Jeffrey, do you hear me? Be careful.
Yes, Princess. Lucia told me of what occurred. Our country and Princess now exist as one. It was never our intent to sacrifice your feelings for the sake of the nation. Please forgive us.
Bastion is going to be Jada.
What soft, what luck we do feel fate's kiss. Anon, the clouds do part, the rains do stop. I'm trying to channel my inner Shakespeare.
It's not as easy as it looked, huh? It's hard to do it and take yourself seriously.
It really is, yeah. Heaven itself does sing and thus rejoice at the return of our one true ruler. Oh, princess, until world's end you we vow to follow. We are planets of your fair blazing sun.
Wow.
I'm putting
He's really
English degree.
pouring it on there, isn't he? Very
down.
nice, well
my
done.
English degree to good use.
There you go. You went to college for this.
Yeah, exactly, to read Bastion specifically.
Alright, I'll be taking Lucia. No longer will we think of honor and dying in so cavalier fashion. No matter the difficulties we face, we will choose the road that allows us to continue living at your side. Aww. Aww.
To her. Oh my god.
That's so nice.
Jeffrey, Bastion, Lucia, thank you. Thank you. I am so very happy. With you at my side, I want to retake the kingdom of Crimea. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course.
For our fair son, we would this life forswear.
To you, Princess Alencia, we three pledge our eternal loyalty. Aw, I like them.
Yeah, they're great.
They are great.
We love retainers in Fire Emblem.
Oh no! What is this?
Ike, why?
Why appear now? Do you mean to tell me you purposefully waited until the battle was over?
I know how your mind works. I assumed you would attack the moment you saw me.
Mochi says you're good at Shakespeare, Jada.
But perhaps you've learned to judge the importance of time and place.
To a mercenary, nothing's more important than the contract between him and his employer.
Shall we call off our contest then? When you die here, you'll be in breach of contract after all.
Ooh.
Oh man.
That's not a problem. All I have to do is win. Ready yourself.
Like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, this is such a bad idea.
Oh man.
No, Ike. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's getting fancy
Whoa.
though. Oh shit, our ultimate didn't do anything. Our occult move.
Like,
He literally didn't even flinch.
You're not as overly clumsy as I had feared. It is regrettable that your weapon is so poorly made.
Excuse me? Why do my attacks have no effect?
My armor is blessed by the goddess. Only weapons that are also blessed can so much as scratch it.
Leah says I can't help but find the Black Knight kind of cute, at least the avatar. The avatar is kind of cute,
Yeah, he is.
you know?
I want like blushy marks on his face like they do in anime.
Urgh. So common weaponry is useless, is that it?
You should not worry about such trivialities. You possess the sacred blade Ragnall, do you not?
Ah,
It is the counterpart to my blade, Alendite. Tell me you were not idiot enough to leave it in that place.
I think I left it in the box in the convoy.
Yeah.
What did I do with that?
You took it with you, did you not? Along with your father's corpse?
That sword? The one you threw to my father like an act of charity? The one you refused? That's Ragnall?
I claim victory today. When next we meet, bring Ragnall. Without the proper weapon, I grow bored.
Jeez, dude. And then he just walks away.
Then just teleports away.
Teleportation circle.
Bye.
Beam me up, Scotty. And then he's
Wow.
like, ah!
I was right.
Oh man.
Oh man.
At least Ike didn't die.
Oh, it's time for narration. Here come the Moogles. I know Final Fantasy VII is not this game, but... Or Final Fantasy is not this game, but we have Moogles as narrators, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ike and company break the siege of Delbray Castle and join ranks with the Crimean retainers they're in, Kupo. I'm telling the story. The army grows to its largest size yet, and with the addition of the retainers truly becomes the armed force of its name, Kupo. In addition, their recent heroic acts finally moved the conservative Galleons to dispatch much-needed reinforcements. The long-awaited warriors of Gallia march through the treacherous Marhop mountain range, a series of jagged peaks that spread across southern Crimea, Kupo. They then slip through the gaps in the Daean forces and move towards Crimean army. Gallia rises. The information emboldens Ike, and he marches the army at top speed to join their new allies, Kupo. Charge!
Yeah! Moogles!
For Crimea!
Strange
Strange
Lands.
Lands.
Chapter 25. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
We're getting
this
so
is
close to
so
the end.
close. Yeah. Oh, Phoenicia's.
Phoenicia's Hall. Oh.
Back to Tabarn.
Oh.
Leanne.
Who is Lee?
Oh.
Let's see. Someone's saying, Leanne, I'm coming in. We don't know who it is yet. It's Tabarn, and that's gonna be Anna.
Yes.
Anna's always Tabarn. Fate just has it that way.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think there's 29 chapters and an epilogue.
Yep.
Leanne, still speaking the
Wah,
ancient
wah,
tongue.
wah, wah,
Wah, wah.
Ah, it's good to hear that you are well. Not surprising. It is a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's Hawk Daddy.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
Such a beautiful voice, like that of an angel.
We hawks enjoy the smell of the sea as well. Then you are starting to feel more at home here? Good, good.
The secret is nobody actually understands her. They're just pretending they do. Oh, you enjoy the sea? As do I.
Oh my god.
And how is Lord Lorazin? I had thought his condition might have improved. Well, let's hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Caw-caw.
Whoa, who's this?
Lots. I don't think we've seen this one before, have we?
We haven't. No.
Go ahead, Jada.
You can understand what the Herod Princess is saying, can't you, Your Majesty?
Hmm? Yes, well, some of it at least. Oh, you weren't around when Raisin first got here, were you, Lotes? When he arrived, he was just like this. You'd never know it by how fluently he speaks our modern tongue, would you?
Now that you mentioned it, he does use some funny words when he gets angry. But the letter that just arrived is written in standard script, isn't it?
Over these 20 years, he's gained total mastery of... You read the letter, didn't you?
No. I just caught a glimpse of it in your hand, that's all. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
You little scamp. Yes, that's right. It's a letter from Raisin. It appears the Crimean army has passed safely through Day and is on its way to the homeland.
Oh man.
Raisin is fine, but I wonder what happened. He doesn't give details, but he asked Bionicius to send reinforcements.
Prince Raisin is asking for help. Things must be fairly serious.
I'd like nothing better than to take wing immediately, but I can't leave Lord Lorazi and Leanne here alone. No, that won't work. Don't try that look on me. There's no way I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Brad.
I suppose it's time to put my plan into action.
Ooh, a plan.
What is it? Brad?
Oh man.
Alright, I'm off to Gallia to get things settled. Lotes, I want you to watch over Leanne and help her pack.
Yes, sir. I don't have any idea what you're trying to say. Maybe I should talk louder.
How does that help?
That doesn't help, buddy. I mean, she's not helping either, but...
Talk louder.
Do you want me to put this in that bag?
I don't understand why people do that.
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Got it. In it goes. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm putting it in the bag. What? Is something wrong? What are you... over there behind me? What? Someone is behind me?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What the heck?
Oh dear. If you want your father to be killed, then by all means keep screaming.
Oh no.
That's sad. That's
Oh no. Well, Ashnar did tell the Black Knight to go get her. He did it. Oh, it's Ashnard. Then that one's going to be me. Ah, the prodigal son returns.
I have gained that which you requested.
Show me.
This way.
These Heron royals all look alike, don't they? Perhaps it proves their bloodline, but it's unsettling how similar they are.
I believe you had one in your possession previously.
Yes, I tried to get her to free the Dark God from the medallion, but all she did was get sick and died. Pah! They're ridiculously frail creatures. I should have just killed her in the first place and saved some time.
Jeez. Might I suggest this one be treated with more care? Capturing her was not an easy task.
For you, it did take quite a long time, didn't it?
Diverting the sharp eyes of the Hawk King proved to be quite difficult. It required much planning and care.
Ha! Don't tell me it was difficult. I know you. I know you use that arcane powder to travel about at will.
Powder drains my strength. For that reason, I would rather not use it unless absolutely necessary.
You are an enigma, Dark One. Everything you possess is fey and of unknown origin. Are we hinting at his true nature? Like,
The armor I presented to you, do you find it dissatisfactory?
no, it has my approval. My wyvern Radiance and his armor, which renders any enemy attack impotent. Both are well suited to me. They both shine because they are mine. And now the medallion and that Galder as well, both belong in my hands.
Will the revival of the Dark God take place soon?
Let me see. The conditions aren't bad, but how long will they continue? It's no matter. As long as all my chess pieces are on the board, things will work out. Soon every knee will bow to Ashnod.
Even Ashnod's playing anime chess.
Yeah. And speaks of himself in the third person.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? What's happened here?
But my king.
Lutz, hold on.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
I know, right? I'm so sorry. The princess.
Who did this? Who was the craven dastard that did this to you? Dastard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knight in black armor. Rawr!
Oh, no.
Look, no. Curse you, Dan. This was evilly done. Well, if you think to play such a game, you'll not find me such an easy mark.
So he was alive for all but 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They just introduced that kid, and now he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Soren with the battle report.
I'd like to report the results of our last battle.
Who was MVP?
It's you, Ike.
Of course it was.
There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well.
You mean I performed exceedingly well.
Yeah, okay, we get it. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself.
Oh, we get some supports. All right, so I learned this. I was like trying to figure out like what's going on with the supports and stuff. Apparently, you can only have 5. Like, so basically, a C is 1 point, a B is 2 points. So that's why we haven't been getting any additional support conversations for like Ike because he's capped. I know.
That's
That
really
really
restrictive.
sucks. It's incredibly restricted. So, for instance,
Yeah.
if we wanted to see like the A with Soren, we literally have to not have Ike in battle with any of those people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
really rough.
hard.
That guy was
Oh,
basically a random NPC. Yeah, he kind of was. Hagen, welcome. Poor Lots, we missed him already.
We were gonna have to look up Soren's support.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
conversations
pretty
when
much
we're done.
watch all of them at this
Yeah.
point. Like, see, Ileana's capped too. So, like, a lot of them are already. Like, Gatry's capped, so we won't see the Gatry Shinon A support. So, at this point, yeah, we'll basically just have to,
Ooh, Jill and Har.
Jill and Har have one, though, yes. Watch them on YouTube. I can't believe they only allowed, I mean, I understand why, because the support actually buffs them. Like, it boosts their
Yeah.
stats. So you'd have, like, incredible stat boosts if, like, Ike supported with everyone. But still,
I guess so.
it's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, supports his
Yeah, you
story
can only
too.
have 5.
So
Yeah, it's story
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm like, aw. So, anyways. So I'll be taking Jill, and then Anna will be Har. Okay.
Snake.
So we'll be watching a lot of YouTube after this, you guys.
Yep.
Captain Har, where are you? Captain Har!
Huh? What? Who? Oh, Jill. Simmer down, Jill. Can't you see I'm sleeping? And do you need to shout my name like that? You're louder than a meat skewer salesman in a crowded market.
Maybe you should try responding when I call you.
I'll do that as soon as you stop calling me Captain.
How should I address you then?
Whatever works for you.
Sir Har, maybe?
Do I look like a knight to you?
You look like Solid Snake to me, but okay. All right, Mr. Har.
That doesn't sound right at all.
If that even is your real name.
Yeah, Solid Snake. Fine, just Har then.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same in 6, 7, and Sacred Stones. Oh, that's good to know. If I ever play those, then I'll have to keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't address my superior like that. I'll just call you Mr. Har.
Well, I can live with that. Now, let me get back to my nap.
All right, that was a quick one. Oh, Lucia and Bastion?
Wow!
Oh, we already have those, so we're good to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Good day, Count Bastion.
Ah, Lady Lucia. What an exquisite pleasure. Would you allow me to place a kiss upon your creamy white hand? Ew.
Wow.
Creamy.
Sorry, my lord. I've been sharpening my blade and my hands are covered in grime.
Not so creamy, is it now?
Mm.
Nonsense. I have no objections, milady. Tips Fedora, milady. The grime merely accentuates your beauty.
I have objections, Bastion.
I also have objections. She addresses me so curtly, but it only stokes my furnace of attraction.
Oh my.
God.
It is only in my nature to hunt and pursue a tantalizing beast that flees me.
What you do about
Jesus.
nothing?
You have such a devious grip on my heart.
Don't even think I'm going to fall for that trick. It might work with the others, but I'm no doe-eyed fawn. Why don't you just give up already?
Ah, splendid. This fawn has sharp hooves, but still she spurns my advance. Next time I shall woo her with words.
Oh my.
Oh my god, Ashton.
Bastion and
Volk?
Volk?
Interesting.
That I don't even know where that came from. Volk hasn't been in a party with
know,
Bastion ever.
It's really
I don't
weird.
know why that support is now a thing. Volk is Anna.
You there, in the bushes. You have until the count of 5 to show yourself before I start throwing sharp objects.
Leah says me no
One.
like you.
2, 4.
Wait, you skipped 3, Volk.
Volk doesn't know how to count.
He just playing with
Yeah.
it.
Oh dear, keep those daggers sheathed, dearest Volk. I can see why you've earned such a reputation.
Oh, hello, Bastion.
You weren't the fellow I was expecting to see. Indulge my curiosity for a moment. Who are you working for?
Knowing you, I'm surprised you haven't already checked on what I had for breakfast.
So it's true then. You are working for Crimea under Commander Ike?
I serve no nation. I work for Ike himself.
DeHagency says Radiant Dawns works a bit differently, although, tiny spoiler, if you transfer a Path of Radiance save file to Radiant Dawn, you open a small selection of supports. Oh, S supports! Oh, some of them transfer. I'll have to look into that. I don't know if I can, but we'll see.
And why is that?
10,000.
10,000.
Pay me, and I'll answer that question.
Wow.
Ha ha ha! You had no intention of answering my question, so you came up with some outrageous sum. Very well.
Not a charity. Get lost if you can't afford my fee.
What has Ike got brewing in that brain of his that involves this scurrilous man of the shadows? Methinks I should look into this forthwith.
Forthwith.
He's so, like,
Oh, he's over
my
the
God.
top, but I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, I don't know who Boy is. I guess we'll find out. Boy and
then
man.
there's- Yeah.
Oh, Boy is actually a boy. Jay, do you want to do some NPCs?
Yeah, sure. Mister, excuse me, sir. Are you guys gonna go into these mountains? There are lots of soldiers wearing black up there. Those guys, they killed my papa and burned our village. That's why we went to the mountains in the first place.
Yeah, Boy's actually a boy. Sometimes they're not, though. Sometimes they'll be like Boy, and then it's Rolf. Or something like that. It's like, oh, Boy, why didn't they just call it Rolf?
Oh, it's a different 7-year-old.
That's right.
You're gonna go up there and take care of them, aren't you? Gonna make them pay? Please, mister, say that you are. My mama and my sister and me don't have anywhere else to go. And I want to go back to the cabin my papa built.
Ike is just standing there this whole time quietly while this child just goes on and on at him. There he goes. Yes, like my menagerie. Leah, that's exactly right. Wolf is bear, horse is tiger. What was dog was mouse? Remember?
I think so.
Yeah,
Something like that.
we named the dog Mouse. I understand. You're going to take care of those guys. We're going to take care of those guys. You just stay here a bit longer, all right?
Yay! Go give him heck, mister. Oh, wait. I heard those guys talking about something, too. They said if anyone comes at the mountain single file, they'd get them all at once. It was something like that anyway.
Really? That's a lot of help. Thanks.
Good luck, mister. Kill 'em all. Do it for my papa.
Wow. That child just told me to kill them all.
Oh man.
Oh, Radiant Dawn is set 5 years after Path of Radiance. There's a few canon marriages that happen. What? Some people are already married when you play Radiant Dawn. Don't tell me who. But you already did. Thanks. Oh, you're lying. This person is teasing us. There's no way. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Forsooth, what ho, my eyes behold Sir Ike. Pray tell, what would you ask of me, good sir?
Yes, but please, no spoilers. Well, I just wanted to chat. I try to speak with all the members of the army when I have a minute.
I see, a fine idea that is, good sir. Some generals hope their soldiers all to be aloof, and ready always for the fight. If all goes well, sweet happiness abounds. But if the tides do turn, then anger grows. One wonders if he can lead men at all. I too am often plagued by such grim thoughts.
Yeah, listen,
Yet you walk out among your men-at-arms, spin tales, tell jokes, and lend a willing ear. Huzzah, dear sir! Huzzah until the end!
Huzzah.
In truth, I did much fear your name at first. I swore to find the mettle of the man, and studied you with cautious, steady eye. I thought to find yourself a brutish rogue, a villain crafty in his fiendish plans, with status and great wealth his only goals. Had such been your own ethic and deceit, I would have taken measures sure and swift to see your person vanished in the night. Yet lo! What do I find before mine eyes? A man so noble, true, and without peer, as would beset the moon herself with lust.
Huh.
General?
Huh? What? Oh, sorry about that. Must have dozed off. What were you saying? Something about the moon or something?
Commander, you are tired and unaware of how your body doth cry out for rest. If it would please you, I was of a mind to partake in a sweet and soothing draught, a beverage warm and pleasant to the lips.
If you're offering me a cup of tea in your tent, I'll accept. That is what you're offering, right? Oh, and I apologize in advance if I fall asleep again. I'm really tired.
Your words do make my ears alive with joy. I shall regale you with a tale or two, and poems to ease the savage toll of war.
Oh, DeHagen says if you don't get the save to transfer, you don't get those. So maybe something to see on YouTube later then. But thank you for letting us know. And welcome.
Yeah.
Oh man, Bastion's fun.
He is fun, isn't he? Yeah. A man is a man, actually a man. A man's name is Largo. He is a large man with no shirt.
He's a Largo.
Largo. Largo will be Jada.
Okay,
Hey there, little man. I've got serious business with the general of this army. Take a message, will ya?
And you would be...
The name's Largo, and I'm a world-class berserker.
World-class berserker. That's a rather dubious title.
What's this? You doubted my strength? Look at me, I'm big, large, and huge. I can pin a tiger with my bare hands. That's not just hot air either.
Very nice. Dubious. Sus.
What? You think I'm fooling you? Have your general hire me and then see for yourself. You can decide how much I'm worth after you see me in action. But let me tell you, if the gold's not good enough, I'm gone.
Huh. All this sounds vaguely familiar, but at least you're confident.
Like I said, world-class berserker. Here, watch me bend this lance.
Please, don't do that. Let's hire him.
Do it.
Yes. Alright, you're in.
Yes! So, how about taking me to meet the general?
I am the general.
What? That's good. You're a funny little guy. So, seriously, where's the general's tent? Must be that big one there.
Largo? Oh, it's Khalil. I was about
Hey.
to say, this is the exact same conversation we had with Khalil.
Yeah. Hey, I thought I'd find you here, Khalil. You're looking hot, almost as hot as me.
Wow. Then Khalil is mine. Did you come looking for little old me? Oh, how sad for you. My contract with this army isn't up for quite some time.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. That's why I'm joining up too.
What? Are you really going to hire Largo, General Ike? That's the plan.
What's wrong with him? Huh? This little guy really is the general? Don't I look like the biggest fool around? No, I mean big, like huge, large, big fool. Sorry if I offended you, little guy. Because I'm big, large, and huge.
Oh, he's such a clown. But you made a good hire. After all, he's a world-class berserker. Yeah, I heard. He pinned a tiger with his bare hands. Big, large, and huge. 2 of them, actually. At the same time.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Definitely dubious. Okay. New friend?
New friend.
This is great.
So let's see, who we got? I guess he's in here somewhere. I'm guessing his supports are probably going to be with Khalil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or not.
Okay.
Mia? Morin? Torneo? What? That was
And then
unexpected.
blank.
Khalil doesn't even have him in the list, even though they obviously know each other. Interesting. Huh. And he is actually like a... There's Bastion. Sage.
We can actually use him in battle.
I think so, yeah. Where's he?
Largo, yeah. There
Berserker.
you go.
That's the first time we've seen a Berserker class, I think, in this game.
Yeah. He's also wearing a bear hat.
52 HP. Are you kidding? Holy crap.
Wow.
That's a lot.
He's holding a silver axe too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so he has an A ability, right? That's what that means?
Yeah.
All right, let me just kind of scroll through and check how we doing. We're all right, I think. Trying to remember what we did last battle. Make sure we still are equipped. Obviously, you can tell who we have or have not used very much.
Mm-hmm.
We have kind of like a set that we're working with mostly. I need to give you some vulneraries.
Give this man some Gatorade.
Yeah, get him a little snack. There we go.
Solid. New team member with great abs. Approved.
Hey,
Yes.
Asala, welcome. Oh, whoops. Oh, Asala, I don't know if you can hear me, if you're working or anything. Anna says she can do Phasmo tomorrow night. So does that sound good after you're done with work? Will that work for you? Okay.
That she's working.
Got some food? That's good. Oh yeah, Torneo's this guy. He was pretty tough too. Neo, that's right.
Yeah.
Fine. She's got vulneraries. Jill's got sandwich too.
Sandwich too.
Oh, we should make a new weapon because we're here again. What should
Yeah.
What should we make?
We said we wanted to do a tome this time, right?
That's right. We do want to do a tome. Who do we
Mhm.
want to give it to? Should we give it to Soren or to?
Probably
Yeah.
Soren.
His
Yeah.
fire one is almost up. We could replace it.
Yeah, he could use it
Mhm.
more.
Okay, let's do that. I think I have to go like
Oh, hello, Daniel Wayne.
Daniel Wayne.
Lurking and chilling
Chilling?
is always welcome.
Yes, you are always welcome to lurk and chill. Let's see, we're gonna make him a tome. Should we do fire or something different? I guess fire, thunder, or wind. Yeah, fire. Just
Sure,
replace the
fire
other
sounds good. Yeah.
Bump all that. Hit 120.
Wow.
Is that necessary to have a hit rate over
Yes.
100%? Sure,
It
why
is
not?
necessary.
I don't think it's necessary, but we've got money, I
What are
guess.
we gonna name this? Oh,
What are we gonna name the tome?
not dragon.
Not not dragon. Not a dragon. Let's see here. I don't know if that's all gonna fit. Let's find out. Can we put it in quotes like the other ones?
Oh man.
I don't think it'll.
Oh
let's
no,
see.
it's not gonna fit.
Maybe if we
You
put it
can-
all as one word, it'll fit.
Not a dragon. It's Soren just saying, not a dragon. I'm not a dragon.
Let me see. It will. I think it could work if I remove the
The spaces.
Yeah, it'll remove. I think
Yeah.
it'll work if I remove the quotations.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta redo it then. And again, we're only working on an assumption that he's a dragon. We don't
Yeah.
know, so don't tell us. But that's what we've been suspecting for this game so far.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it just fits.
It just
Yes!
fits. And it's a fire tome, which makes it even funnier.
Uh-huh.
Not a dragon. Oh, we don't get to change
Sorry.
the color though, because it's just a tome. Oh, his hands are full. We'll put in the convoy, and I'll just switch it in a second.
Yeah.
Alright, so then we'll fix this up, put this down, take the other one. Definitely
It's
not
yours.
a dragon. And we can put that here, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, 33 hours.
Wow. Alright, here we go. Leaving the base. I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Oh, it's for
It's
Nolf.
Naruto.
It's Naruto. That's gonna be Anna.
It's
I'm starting. Sorry, was writing that down.
Mhm.
For Nolf, whereabouts is the Galleon army encamped?
Just over those mountains.
So we're finally going to join forces.
Reports say that King Ashnard is gathering his forces in the capital. The time to work together is certainly upon us.
Like, there's an enemy ambush waiting for us on that mountain.
If we go around that mountain and avoid it, how much time will we lose?
A couple of days at least.
In that case, we've no choice but to go through them, right?
Agreed.
Wait a second. Isn't this where there's usually some sort of discussion? Hello?
No discussion. I'm general.
He's a general.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And he always listens to Soren.
that's right.
Oh. The enemy approaches, sir.
Grommel.
Whoa.
Grommel is going to be Jada.
Listen up, man. Let them get as close as possible before pushing the rocks over the cliff.
Look at his luscious blonde locks.
We must not let Crimea join forces with those subhumans.
I mean, a little late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
We've got plenty of Lagoos on our
Multiple
side.
Lagoos, yeah, in the
Yeah.
party at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Titania. That one's going to be me. Commander, the foes are encamped on top of the rise. I wonder what sort of trap they have this time. Those boulders didn't get up there all by themselves. Are they seriously going to roll them down on us?
At first glance, it seems a simplistic trap, but these narrow paths make avoiding the rocks impossible. I think they may be surprisingly effective.
So,
We run up the mountain as quickly as possible and smash the enemy commander. Right?
right. How did you...
I know. Genius.
Actually, that is the best plan. He's right, he is a genius. Try to avoid the boulders and reach the top as quickly as possible. Once there, defeat the general.
Right, move out.
Okay.
Okay, so then let me take a look at the map really quickly. Whoops. So we got some... Oh, these are feral Lagoos that are in there. More of these archers with the long range. Here's the rock. I wonder how this is going to roll. Oh, there's a lot of rocks. Here's Grommel. He's got a bolt axe. Not sure which way would be the most effective way. I feel like we need to bring, like, the fastest moving people we've got.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's also a good idea to not like stay one behind the other, probably.
Oh,
because
right. Spread out.
yeah.
Let's see here. Range should also be good. So I think
Mhm.
that would be... Soren Har is mounted. I'm going to keep him in. I think Lucia maybe I can bring out. And switch her for like Kieran, because he's at least mounted.
Mhm.
You know? Oh, Jeffrey's an option now too.
Ooh.
But I didn't equip him, so I'm going to leave him for now.
Mhm.
We've got a healer, 2 healers. I don't know how quickly Gatry's going to move, but he is the wall. So maybe he could take some hits for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay, DeHagen. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And I don't know that I would even be able to data transfer, so... I mean, at least now I know that those are things that maybe I should look for in the future. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
To the internets.
Yeah, to the internets. I guess we're okay, unless you think of anybody else we should bring.
Seems okay to me.
Well, I guess we'll give it a go, and, you know, if it goes terribly, then it never
We
happened.
redo it.
Yeah, it never happened, and then we redo
might
it
be wipe
off
everybody and then
stream.
do
I
it
fix
again.
it, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe Largo can stop a rock. Should we bring Largo?
Oh man.
He seems pretty tough. It might be fun to put him in, see what happens. But who shall I replace him with? Let's see here. Well, if we swap out Gatry, I mean, he can't get any more supports anyway, unfortunately.
Let's bring Largo. Why
Let's
not?
bring Largo, but I want to make sure he has some items, though, in his pack. I give him some... Let me check. Does he need some vulnaries or something? Where is he in here?
Where'd
There,
he go?
There he is. He's got axes. Let me just check. This one's ranged, the short axe, okay. Do I have vulnaries in here? No, let me buy some. Right. Usually we manage to heal, but just in case, they should always be carrying some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll research it. I mean, we're not going to jump right into Radiant Dawn. I let everybody vote on what we play next, so the next game is actually going to be Heavy Rain. Yeah. But,
Completely different game.
But I definitely would like to play Radiant Dawn at some point in the future. Yeah, we're changing it up. We're always changing it up here. All right, let's go ahead and see what happens. Begin. Oh, we're different. No dialogue this time. Let's see
Apparently
here.
not.
There's like 3 rocks over here, 2 rocks here, 3 rocks over here. Mickey Bits! I think Mickey's asleep right now. I don't know where he is. I think he's just asleep.
Sleeping peacefully.
Bill was outvoted.
Yeah.
So there's, I guess, it looks like there's actually more rocks on the right side, because there's 3 here, and then there's 2 over here. So maybe the left side would be better? Because there's 4? We've got this, but I think we can take that out. So let's see how it works. Let me also see what the range on the... I think this is probably already ready to hit us. Oh, pretty close, but not quite. They're going to move in. This guy won't move far. Oh, you missed that? Yeah, we voted Friday was our vote. So Heavy Rain won the poll. Pretty sure you still got that Lagoo's bow, Shinon. Oh, it's almost out, though.
He's been using it too much.
Yeah, he has been using it a lot.
Oh, Shinon.
Oh, a critical, too, on top of that.
I don't understand why Dayan has so many Lagoos on their side.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, can we see the range on the rocks? Like, that's him, but the rock itself, no. Just this guy. So I don't really... I guess we'll find out once the enemy turn comes what's going to happen with that. I don't really want Jill to get hit by one of these because she doesn't take them very well. I found out in the last battle. So Jill and Har, I'm going to keep you back for a second. You, big, large, and huge, stand over here.
Large and huge.
If somebody comes running at us, you'll be in the way.
I can't believe his name is Largo. Of all
Largo,
the names that he could have been.
Kieran. They're not moving as many spaces as I thought they would, the mounted units. I guess maybe there's an issue with it being in the mountains.
Yeah.
Um,
Deep terrain, maybe? I
Ileana
don't
can
know.
move up. She'll be alright. Yeah, and then we'll just carefully place ourselves over here until we have our chance to move.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Reese and Mist are okay for now. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens. Oh, that was also a rock. Okay, I thought that was going to be...
One
Because that guy's an
HP.
archer. So, maybe he can switch between them? I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, here comes a rock. Whoa. You hit your own person.
Wow.
Sir.
Oh my god.
Alright, I didn't expect that to happen. Now it's gonna... Catch it, Largo. Interesting. Okay, so that's how that worked.
I mean...
Well, this one's just going straight down. And hit Sheena.
Oh, and Ileana.
And Ileana. It's gonna hit hard, too. Okay, so those go straight down.
That's gonna be really annoying.
Yeah, that will be annoying.
Uh-oh, Thorin.
Catch it, Soren.
Catch it, Soren.
Alright, this rock mechanic is brand new to this game. It's, strange.
Like the meatballs all over
Be
again.
careful. Be careful, Shidan. You're used to it in real life. It's like a mystery. If you've heard of Detroit Become Human, it was made by the same studio. So it's like a interactive movie, and it's like about a serial killer. It's really good.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's a detective story.
I think a lot of my picks were kind of like detective
You have like
stories.
at least 3 of them were like legitimate detective stories.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Now I gotta be even more careful. So these are gonna come down. So I'm guessing these 2 will roll straight. Like the ones that are up here on this cliff edge will come straight
Yeah.
down. So I gotta be careful of this row and this row. He has already got himself a new rock. Oh no, that's a different guy. We need to move Reese out of the
Is it?
way, for sure.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Move to Squishy.
Yeah, we gotta move to Squishies. It's kind of hard to... It's hard enough judging. Like, this is gonna roll, like, I guess this way? Maybe. I'm guessing it'll bump here and then go down here, but it's gonna hit this dude. Because it's not hitting anybody else on the way down. Maybe this will go straight down this way. Tough. Tough to figure it out. Alright, so what we can do is move... Let's get Ike moving. I'm gonna try and push him up. He should be okay over here.
Yeah.
Actually, let me try this first. I'm gonna move Ileana over into this side and try and attack this, the goose. Done a lot of damage, though. And hit back for 18. Ouch. I know. We'll bring Shinon back and then take care of this. Hang on. These rocks are... This guy hasn't reloaded yet. So does it mean
Nope.
he won't have it on the next turn? Like, will we be safe here? Question.
He's still making his meatball.
He's still making his meatball.
Yeah.
We can move him over here. I think. This should be okay right now. Like this row. Zeppelin Cafe!
Hello.
I want to spam art emotes. Wee.
We also need to get him some health in a minute.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see. what
Shinon's
about-
not feeling too
This
good.
row, not so safe. Right here would be okay, I think. I'm gonna get rid of this Lagoose in a second with Ileana. There we go, that's better. Okay, please be safe there, Reese, okay?
Don't get trampled on.
Just gonna double check. Right now he doesn't, but over here this guy does, so I can't go there. I can switch her place with Ike. I'm gonna move Ike forward. And then we'll put her over here. Alright, that'll take care of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's see. What next? What next? This guy has a bolt axe. Can we just come straight up this side, maybe? Like, if I start trying to move Har and Jill up, maybe I can just send them straight up the middle and see
Maybe,
how
yeah.
Har would fare against that guy? Possible. I'll move you over a little bit there, Rolf. I don't want to line them up, but I feel
Yeah.
like this is a safe line to be in, I hope.
Mm-hmm. It
So-
should be.
I mean, we'll see how this goes. You got hit by a rock last time, sir. I'm gonna move you over. Actually, I think. I can't go there? I guess I can't go there.
Oh, that's not your unit. That's
Oh,
why.
whoops, that's why. He looks the same, okay? They look the same.
They do look very similar. They are both very big, large, and huge.
They both are big, large, and huge. Alright, let's see here. Attack. This guy. Ileana is the best girl. She's one of our favorites, I think. We've really
Yeah.
enjoyed her. Wow, that was fancy. Did you see the spin action?
Oh my god. Yeah. It's like tornadoing.
Yeah. And let's see. We've got these two guys. They're gonna move in. He's gonna go after probably Har. I thought we could move the mounted units a bit more effectively, but it's not going very well for them.
Mm-hmm.
The
Astrid.
wyverns are moving fine.
Yeah, the
but-
wyverns are, but the mounted units definitely are not. Yeah. Alright, I think we'll just have to see what happens. We'll wait you in this row. Soren, come this way for now, I guess. Miss should be... Well, she's almost alright. I'll just back her up a little bit. Why does everybody hate Shinon?
That's
I-
true
I
for in-game
swear.
and in chat.
I
right
know,
now.
in-game, in chat. Oh, he moved up. And he's going after Jill. Oh, shit.
So you're Shihiram's daughter. You may ride like a wyvern like your father, but you know nothing of a true knight's faithfulness.
Hang in there, Jill.
Oh man.
He has a
Don't hit me.
ranged. Oh, she's alright, though. She was able to take it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright. Ow! But she didn't
Oh my
last that.
Ed.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
I'll replay it later. Father, I'm proud to have been your daughter. I'll be
Uh-oh.
back for the next...
Rip Jill Valentine.
Yeah, rip Jill. That was like 20 plus damage.
I know. Okay, good to know to watch out for that.
Yeah. Your missus
we
went to
can't-
Comic-Con as Ileana once? Oh my god. She had an excuse to eat sweets all day. That's a good excuse.
Oh my god, she just became a Jill sandwich.
She did.
Oh no.
Alright, I wonder how Har will do against this dude.
Just see.
Pretty good.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, if he hits all.
You're one of Shihiram's men. You betrayed our country twice, you cowardly dog. Now die like one.
right?
Oh, the last one missed.
Come on. God damn it. Whatever.
All right, back up for your own safety. Let's see here. Only 12. That's all right, Rolf. Take the hit. So I guess this one is route, though. So I guess I do have to kill them all, right? Isn't that the...
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd just get away with getting rid of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were like, just rush up the
Unfortunately not.
mountain. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, actually, that's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do have to do all the work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You missed Jill already? As do I.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that one actually hit him.
It barely did any damage, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I just got a little static electricity.
His hair is just a little...
Yeah.
Oh, sword broke. How is his health? It's alright. Let's see, you've got this guy here. I'll just have Soren take care of it, maybe. Not a dragon.
Let's try.
That's a lot of
37.
damage. Holy crap, that might be overkill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh my gosh, Soren.
Let's see here, that's Largo.
Ike now has a Goku style hairstyle after his little shot.
Yes, he does.
It's a little bit yellow, Super Saiyan Ike.
Just a little singe, he's fine. Miss?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the second one at least.
Largo.
Don't be like Boyd.
Yeah.
I want you to hit your marks, please.
Nice.
Dealing with the stray cats. Poor Boyd, I
Poor-
know.
Boy isn't even here to take that.
We just talk about him even though he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Ileana. Can
I
she
think it's
hit?
safe to just push them as far up as
I
possible.
think so. I'm gonna give her a little culinary though. Missed. See, how's everyone? Yeah, go ahead and heal Largo. I just have a feeling that that enemy is going to come up and just like kill Reese in the next round because he's sitting
Yeah.
over here.
Push
over
him.
here. Oh, he backed out. Oh, that's right. He was injured, so he backed out to heal.
Oh, the mage. Okay.
He's pretty sturdy. He's got a lot of HP at
Mhm.
least. So he'll survive a round, you know? You're okay, Reese?
Hey!
Oh, those archers are
Oh,
just
man.
devastating. Okay, note to self, when
Yeah.
I replay this, don't bring the wyverns. Oh, here he comes. Hey, it just literally went around the other dude. Now everybody's gonna get hit.
Oh no!
Ouch.
Okay.
We're okay.
Oh,
Rock mechanics, go figure.
these meatballs.
Oh, and they just brought
or
in more
something else.
friends.
Yeah.
Alright, well at least we can get rid of this guy.
I think it'll be easier after you kill the boss.
Oh,
More
then
enemies
there
will
won't be any
come.
more reinforcements. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Okay, Ike. Largo's pretty chunky, yeah.
Let's see here. 30 is not quite enough. Yeah, he's not half bad. He's gotten pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I guess we'll back you up for a second and get some heals from Mist. Oh, wait. Liana, I think you're okay. She's alright. Still can't quite reach this dude, though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to move her up.
He like moved out of
I
the
can
way.
have her heal Sheena. I forget she carries a staff now. Yeah, I'm just still not used to healing anyone with Ileana and Soren, of all people.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Let's start moving ourselves forward on this side. Ouch. We'll just go with it.
Hmm.
Oh, Largo is fast enough not to get double attacked. Well, that's good. Hopefully
He
he
didn't
can
hit that
last
guy,
another
though.
round. He's definitely a
Yeah.
little bit hurt. The Axtrid.
Yes.
Rolf, I'll just bring you in carefully. Be careful, Rolf. He is just backing up and healing and healing.
The heck, dude?
Spin! Nice.
Nice. Oh my
He's
god.
only got 7
But he-
HP left. Ouch.
He's on like the precipice of death.
Yeah. I like his bear cloak.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Oh, Shinon. Very nice. That was a silver sword, too. That would have hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Nice.
Yes.
I still think it's hilarious that he got all fancy with the Black Knight and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Look at this
He's like, this
skill
doesn't-
I got. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
It's like I did like 5 backflips. That did nothing.
Oh, here comes a rock. Alright, this is gonna hit everybody on the way down.
Oh, Largo's
Oh,
dead.
sorry, Largo. I'll fix it later. Oh, no. Okay, that hit 2 people on the way. That's not too bad.
Yay.
I thought Soren and Kieran were gonna take that one too. Uh-oh, it's him. Sheena's got a bow. Oh no, it's a different
Yeah.
one. I thought it was the main guy. Get him, Sheenon.
Yes. another one.
Yes! Very nice.
Yay.
Fool. Okay, it's our turn.
Rip to Largo, who
Rip
got
to
squashed by a
Largo.
meatball.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a mercenary. If we sit in this row, we're just gonna get squished by a rock.
Mhm.
But Liliana can't go further than that. Just get him here then, maybe? Can we? 13. It's not gonna finish him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Ike sure is fancy now. Well, he's got the killing edge, so he keeps doing the crit moves.
Yeah.
I know, that guy did have a death wish. Shinon can move up. What's his health? Is he okay? Yeah, he's fine.
This and Bill made like an on top of spaghetti joke with Largo. But I forget how that goes.
On top of old Largo, all covered with cheese. Got hit by a meatball, and I was a cheese. Oh
my God.
that was a good tune. That was a good one, though.
Good.
I think we can sit over on this side, and we'll be okay from the rocks. Let's move over a little bit. Let's see. If I'm moving forward, those archers are just destroying
Yeah.
them. It's this one dude with the longbow sitting at the top.
Yeah.
Har is
Maybe
kind
don't
of
go.
useless for me right
Yeah.
now.
Don't let him go up the center then.
I can go up the side. Support on this side, maybe.
Yeah.
And just bring him up this way. Miss, you go this way with this group. Thanks, Mochi. Oh, he has Provoke. Oh, I didn't even notice he had Provoke on. Is that why everyone hates Shinon? Because he has Provoke?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, you
But
know,
also,
he
I-
naturally just
Yeah,
provokes
his pers-
people.
His personality is natural provoke.
Yeah, it is. Oh. He's not even mounted. He still took a ton of damage from that one archer.
Mm-hmm. Binon automatically has provoke.
Yes.
Oh,
I
man.
wonder why. It's canon, that's why. Thanks, Bill.
Hello, love fight, right?
The fight right? I wish we could take over these things and use them ourselves. Be like, how do
I
you like
know.
it? But look, they've abandoned their post here. So that
Yeah.
means they're not going to throw rocks at me anymore, right?
No more meatballs.
Actually, I need to heal him. That's what I need to do. But I don't have Physic on, I don't think Reese has it. No, he doesn't.
Eliana close to...
Not close enough, because they both have to get up here.
Oh.
And Ike is, like, standing in the way. In the way, Ike. I guess I could just hold them off for a second, and then... just have Shinon come... Well, Shinon can shoot from here, and then get healed.
Yeah.
We'll just do that. I was trying to move him, get him to the top of the mountain, but... I know, so many attack meatballs in my games lately. If I finish Parasite Eve tonight, we might see some more attack meatballs.
Those are bouncy meatballs. These meatballs roll.
True, true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll put Reese over here. Actually, let me put him maybe over here. And then we'll try and protect Reese with a little bit of cover, like this.
Yes, protect.
Protect. Move Soren up. How's his health? It's a little hurt. We'll take a vulnerary. Oh my gosh, you got the Night Killer Lance.
Princess rolls,
Oh,
please.
do it! Yes, Princess Roll!
Yay! He crit.
Yeah, they're probably already out of ammo by the time I get there. That's a good point. Can we? No? Ugh. That guy's still over there? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I can bring Har up a little bit, though. Actually, this spot is actually okay. Oh my gosh, missed. You, like, moved 2 spaces. Alright, I'm gonna let the dog out while this is running. So I'll be right back. Feel free to take a break, you guys.
Okay. Yup. I also got a snack.
Oh, you got a snack? I'm
Yes.
back. I've got to mute myself on the Twitch. It's like Grommel ran up on Shinon. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, let's see how that works out. A fight right? Ow.
He's fine.
He's fine. It's too bad he couldn't counter.
Yeah.
That would have been good. Oh, missed. Snackies. Hang in there, Har. More meatballs are coming down. Oh, Miss got hit by a meatball. Alright, one of them abandoned their meatball, though. Is this
Yep.
him right here? It is. Oh!
Again.
Why is it
Again,
flashing
he
like
was-
that?
Oh yeah, what the heck?
I don't know if that's the game or what.
Well, he'll die, so...
Missed!
Nice.
Oh, he's done.
Yay.
Heh ha ha ha. Gather as many fools as you like, your weakness cannot survive. No one on this earth can withstand the might of our king. Rah.
Well, at least he's gone.
It's a lot for dying words.
Yeah. He's almost finished.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Cruelty. And we got a bolt axe for it.
Oh, it flashes because it's super effective. Good to know.
Oh, I didn't even. That's the first time I've ever actually noticed it. It's probably been doing that the whole game. And I didn't notice it until the end. Is she injured? No, she's okay. Alright, Astrid. Can you? No. I wish you could hit them with the bow from up here.
Yeah. It seems like she should be able to, but apparently
Right?
not.
Let's see here. Can we hit that dude from... Oh, that's Har is sitting right there. Maybe I'll move him first? Yeah, why don't we get him... This is... No, that's a regular dude. Over here, there's that freaking longbow dude. It's been driving me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, the axe... He doesn't have a throwing axe. Okay. Yeah, fine. I'm gonna replay it anyway if he dies. It's okay.
Yeah.
We gotta bring back Jill.
Yep.
And that other guy. What was his name? The strong one.
Largo?
Largo. How are we doing for health? We'll use it. Oh, no, stay. Rolf. Move. I'd like to get rid of this guy, but I don't know if we can. No, it's just short. Alright, we'll get rid of this guy then. Yeah, I know that they do extra damage against like the flyers, yeah. I just, for some reason, I've just never noticed the flashing. I don't know how I missed that all this time.
To be fair, the symbol's pretty small.
Yeah,
So,
but I feel like I should have observed that. Oh well. How are we doing for health? We're okay. I'm just like, how did I never notice that before? See, I didn't even look at it. I didn't even look at it, and I know that it must have been. I guess I'm just so focused on the numbers that I don't notice the symbol, you know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm like doing all this math in my head. I'm like, okay.
it happens. Math takes lots of brain power, so...
For me, it certainly does.
Same.
Not good with math. Har might die. No. Oh, he went after Rolf. Watch out, Princess Rolf.
No!
Ow.
Oh my god, please don't hit again. Okay. Whew.
He's not even a Lagoose. Ouch. Okay.
Dead.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, but I've never actually tried it or seen it. Like, how do you activate the Three Brothers move?
They all have to be proficient in bows.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh.
And then they can do like a triple attack.
Huh. Oh, Rolf, look out! Don't die. Ooh. Stupid rock. That's the lowest Astrid's HP has ever been since like
I know,
the first
right?
time we recruited her.
I feel like it's mostly because of meatballs too, like...
Yeah, it's like the rocks are like the biggest problem on this map.
Yep.
So if they all have bows, then do they have to be like, oh, Har, you're gonna die? Like together, like in the same spaces? Oh, he lived. And hit him 4 times back because he's holding the brave
Nice.
axe. Very nice. Like, how does it activate?
I don't know exactly how it works. I just know that it's like you have to all get them to like a specific skill set, and then they like do a triangulating attack or whatever. I don't know.
It would be
Like
cool to see that at
overachieving.
least once, but I don't think we have the skill set for it. YouTube. Find it on the internets.
The problem is like we haven't been able to level up Boyd at all because he sucks so much.
Yeah, every time I put him in a battle, he dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got one soldier over here. What, two? Three? Oh. Oh, he's a mage. Purge. It's a new one.
Yeah.
And we got Purge. Oops. Let's see here. What we got over here? Rolf is really injured. I think what we can do... Oh, I can't really move him many places.
Well, Soren can heal,
yeah,
right?
Soren can heal him. Yeah, he can reach that spot, so... That would kill him, basically. Alright, I really didn't want to waste Soren's move on a heal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I guess I have to. I can bring
kinda
Rolf
need it.
back. You know what? Why don't we... I'm going to bring Rolf back. And then, like, she needs a heal, too. How far can Mist get? And I'm going to have Kieran pick Rolf up. And put him in his pocket. Now he's safe.
Yay. We saved the princess.
We saved the princess, you guys. Let's see here. Can we get rid of this guy? I mean, Har is really injured.
Mhm.
But if we kill him, I think Har will be safe. I don't think there's anything else up here. Yeah, he can do it. Because then we won't have any
Do
more
it.
rocks coming at us, so
Yep.
it should be fine. You have saved the princess badge from Mario? Nice. Let's see. 14 returned. Either way. What about
Dead
the other
either
one?
way.
Like, we'll live, but... Okay, this guy won't do damage back. Oh, give Boyd a Lagoo's bow? Yeah. We didn't kill him, though, in that one chapter. We had him... We talked him down. Yeah, go ahead and use it, just in case.
Can't lose Astrid. She's our
Right.
second Titania.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of taking Titania's place.
Yep.
I think next round will be it, then.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for bearing with this very long fight, you guys.
Maybe Soren's wearing insoles in the battlefield just to like impose on his enemies. It's like,
Maybe.
I'm taller than you think I am. Definitely not short.
Definitely not short. Alright,
I'm
he'll
also
survive the
definitely
hit,
not
so
a
it's
trick.
fine. The fights are fun. I think the fights are fun. Of course, then I have to redo them, like, half the time. More than half the time. Because we can't lose friends. But that's okay.
Oh,
He's alright.
cutting it
It's over.
close.
Like, all the sprites are, like, the same size, I think, in the battlefield, mostly, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Rolf's is, like, really weird, because his sprite is huge compared to, like, how his picture looks.
Yeah.
Soren's voice is canon. No other voice fits that character. Thanks, Zep. He bought some Jiraiya sandals. Is this a lot of them?
It looked like there were more of them from down there.
Oh no! What the heck?
More meatballs? Now we've got you! Eat rock! Heh, eat rock. I'm pretty clever.
What?
That's not clever at all.
Eat!
Above us, look out! It's a spicy meatball! Oh, Tavarn!
What? Oh my gosh. He killed all of those guys?
Yes.
He killed 5 people in one swoop.
What? Wow.
Need a hand?
He's so cool. He just
Oh
flew
my
in, you guys.
gosh.
Killed
So
5 guys
attractive.
and is like, need a hand.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Rayson. Rayson is going to be Jada.
Okay. Tibarn, you came!
Well met, Raisin. And well met to the rest of you as well, warriors of Crimea.
How did you come to be here?
I thought I'd help you wipe out Dayan.
Clearly.
That's good news for us, but has something happened? Why did you suddenly decide to help?
I asked for his aid.
Hawk Daddy will never let us down, Mochi says. If Superman were
were
Lagoose, yep, he would be Tivar.
He would be. Yeah, for sure. Oh my god. We must defeat King Dayan. To that end, the more powerful we are, the better, yes?
So that's the story, is it?
It's true that Raisin requested my aid. However, that's not the only reason that I'm here.
What is it?
In a moment. First, let us meet with the King of Lions. He waits for us at the foot of the mountain.
Oh,
Everyone's
Kinigus
like-
is here. Understood. Come on, everyone. Let's get off this peak and take a rest at the bottom.
Everyone's gonna be like, so I kind of lost your sister.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he doesn't know that yet.
Yeah.
True.
King Canigus, it's an honor to see you again.
And Kanigus is going to be Anna. Anna is always the kings.
Yep.
That's it now.
First, let me offer you my congratulations. You've made quite the triumphant return, Princess Valencia.
Thank you. And allow me to express my gratitude for having the Kingdom of Gallia fighting at our side. Your presence fills me with strength.
During this short interim, you've managed to turn the tide of the war. To be honest, I'm quite surprised.
I didn't come this far on my own. My Lord Ike
Take a shot, everybody.
and his brave companions were with me. It was only with the support of many that I was able to return home.
Yes, my reports cover most of that. Everything that happened in Benyon and in Dayan as well.
As to that, about Nessie,
King Gallia, Princess Crimea. I apologize for interrupting the festivities, but there's something I must discuss with you. Would you gather over there? This group contains the people who were at the heart of that last battle, correct?
yes, it is.
What about those 2 children? Surely they weren't involved.
Children. Who you call children?
Sorry. Oh my god. And then I missed. This is Soren. He's my tactician. And this is my sister Mist. Before
Okay.
we begin this war council, there's something I need to share with all of you. It's a story that involves my parents as well. I've kept most of it from my sister, but I felt this would be a good chance for her to hear it, so I asked her to join us.
Understood. Go on.
It all begins when we met Princess Valencia and escorted her into the forests of Gallia. And that is everything I know. But Father, is that how... Mom? That's not true, is it? Mist, do you want to leave? No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. Mist.
That's the whole of it, eh?
Digensi says, the Soren voice reminds me of Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Oh, I've never seen that, but I've seen clips of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and it's pretty great.
So this wasn't ever just a dispute between Crimea and Dayan. There was something else at play the entire time.
What could King Ashnar's ultimate goal possibly be? He has risked everything, even surrendering his own country.
A bunch of years ago, even before he became king, he tried to release the Dark God from within the medallion. However, he was thwarted by the actions of Griel and Elena.
What manner of being is this dark god? What would happen if it were freed from its prison?
I fear the world would once again be beset by natural calamity, much like it was 800 years ago. At that time, all the world save Tellius was drowned beneath the seas.
That is a true story? I thought it nothing more than a fable.
We have living proof. Goldo is king
Digency.
Digency. Digency.
Digency 85!
Mm-hmm.
Living proof, y'all.
He and 2 other heroes fought alongside the goddess herself to defeat the Dark One.
King Baldo was one of the legendary heroes, but he's still alive. He's old.
The Black Dragon King is a living fossil, and as stubborn as anything alive. He's been trying to control the rest of us for years, and he always says the same thing. Do not fan the flames of strife.
So he's like just like an old man in the background somewhere. Just stop.
Yeah.
As long as Loran's medallion exists, you must never begin a war that engulfs the entire continent.
Digency says, King of Dragons at your service.
Mm-hmm. Never begin a war. It's possible. Perhaps there is more than one way for the Dark God to gain its freedom.
Oh ho, aren't you the clever one? Just what the Black Dragon King says. Yet the truth of that is unknown.
Clever children in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Digency is old. Same here. Same here. Same boat.
There's a war going on right now, but the Dark God's nowhere in sight, is it?
Could it be? I think I may finally know Ashnar's intentions.
Really?
King Goldo said that a conflict which involves the entire continent would free the Dark God from the medallion. Let us assume that the war would have such an effect on the medallion no matter where it was, or who possessed it. And let's also assume that the King of Dayan thinks this as well. I can hear him now. Where is the tinder for the blaze I need? The answer to this question proved to be an easy one, yet he had to find a way to test his theory. So he attacked neighboring Crimea. It had to be Crimea. Medion was too big, too powerful. Dayan would have lost. Crimea, however, is a country known more for its scholarship than its military strength. They had probably felt that a surprise invasion would let them win while taking minimal casualties themselves, but they were right. Crimea was easy prey. King Raymond was also friendly towards Lagoos. I imagine that this too influenced Dane's decision.
You have an original copy of this game? Wow, that's
Oh
a
my
collectible
gosh.
item.
Mm-hmm.
If things went well, the conflict would be enough to engulf Crimea's ally, Gallia, and the fires would spread. First Crimea, then Gallia, and eventually Medion as well.
Yes, I too remember the GameCube.
Dane's power would increase, and strife and discord would spread across the land, eventually reaching the lost medallion.
So you believe King Dayan's goal is to awaken the Dark God after all?
At the very least, it is one of his ambitions. There can be no mistaking that.
Which means that our plan to attack him at the capital fits right into his strategy, doesn't it? It's the trigger he needs to break the Dark God's bonds. Even if that's true, we can't stop now. This war has gone too far for that.
We have to smash Dayan to end its menace once and for all. We bury every one of them, and finish it.
Agreed. That's the only plan that makes any sense.
Only we had the medallion with us.
What is it, Raisin? Is there a way to avoid all of this?
We, that is, the descendants of Loran, we have a gift. Through the power of the Slumber Galder, we have the ability to do that. We have the ability to suppress the chaotic energies of the Dark God in the medallion. I can't read.
It's okay.
So even if a massive battle occurred, if it were in my possession, I might be able to.
I'm so sorry. It's because of my carelessness that the medallion was lost in the first place.
Oh my god, Miss. No, it's not.
Mist, I told you that it wasn't your fault, didn't I? But
You were never careless, Mist. I know. You kept the medallion next to you at all times. You told me it was a keepsake of your mother's, and you always took good care of it, didn't you? That's why it's not your fault. So please don't punish yourself anymore, alright?
Princess Alencia,
He's right. And besides, the Dark God could be released no matter where the medallion is, so it's nothing to worry about.
thank you, Ranulf.
Alright, it's about time for you to hear what I have to say. Raisin,
Yes?
Rayson forgets how to speak in Tabarn's presence. We understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Huh? For what?
Oh no.
Oh, he does know. Leanne's been kidnapped. It may have been by Jane's hand.
That can't be.
Why would Leanne be taken? The release Galder can only be sung by the girl Altina, right?
But Ashnar doesn't know that.
Oh no.
Oh no, it was right.
What a mess. Nothing can ever be clear and simple, can it?
You said it, Ranulf.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have a few games that are definitely like pricey now that are collectible, and it's only because I had them. Like I have several like PlayStation 2 games that are like pretty you know, they fetch a pretty penny if I were to ever sell them. Oh, it's time for the narrator.
Moogle time!
Google time.
In a valley amidst the Marhat Range, Ike and company are reunited with King Canegus of Gallia, Kupo. King Tibarn of Phoenicius also arrives and brings with him a disturbing tale. Ooh. His words serve notice. There is no time to waste. The final showdown with Ashnard is coming, Kupo! Between the forces King Canegus grants them before returning home and the soldiers King Tibarn brings, the Crimean army possesses 3 times the fighting power than it did when it left Benyon, Kupo. Even so, the Dayan forces encamped in the capital are strong, rested, and comparable in number. In addition, the road to the final confrontation is blocked by 2 formidable obstacles, Kupo. Fort Pinel and Nados Castle. How these 2 tests are faced will mightily affect the course of the war, Kupo.
Oh
Things will never
man.
be easy, Kupo.
War is never easy.
War is never easy.
Clash.
Flash! Boy, oh boy.
Oh boy. Crimea Castle. Oh, back to the bad guys. I see. So Crimea and Gallia have finally joined forces, have they? Half-breeds and humans fighting side by side. How sweet.
In addition, it seems the incident with the Heron Princess has brought more Phoenicians to the struggle as well.
Oh, the Hawk King is getting involved, eh?
Which means that the Crimean army's strength of arms is all but equal to our own, and growing daily.
Digensi says Ranulf needs a Shaggy from Scooby-Doo voice, though. I saw a stream
man.
once where he had that voice, and it kind of fit in a weird way.
That's amazing.
We have someone who does that, but not on stream today.
Like Ike!
Oh man, I can only
Zeph does an
imagine.
amazing Shaggy voice.
It's so good, yeah.
Of course, this pathetic ragged band is still no match for our superior leadership and skill.
Hee 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 hee. Things are getting interesting, are they not? But I am still unsatisfied. Divide our army into 2 battalions and send one to meet the Crimeans.
And who will be in charge of that battalion?
Bertram,
Bertram?
does that bother you? Well then, perhaps I should leave it to you and see what happens.
Do you believe I would betray you?
I believe your heart has considered it.
Surely you jest. I would divide our forces and see that they march to meet Crimea under Bertram's command. Is this satisfactory?
I leave it to you, good Sir Knight.
One other thing, Your Majesty. In my absence, did you order the death of Ina?
Ina? Ina? Oh, yes, her. I'd forgotten about that one. I lost all interest in her when she failed to hold Dayan's capital, you know. I've no use for failures.
Wow.
Yes, I remember it now. I ordered General Patrine to take care of her. Huh. Another failure under my command. I told Patrine that if the task was beyond her, capturing Ina would be enough.
I see.
Why do you ask?
According to one of General Patrine's men, they have indeed captured Ina. But with the General's death, they're unsure what to do with her.
That was one of Patrine's better qualities. She always did follow orders. Well, what do you intend to do?
I wish to receive your instructions. Do you still wish to see her killed, or have you changed your mind?
Do as you will, I care not. However, do not bring her into my presence. When that one is near, Radiance seems to grow restless.
As you wish.
I hope the Black Knight spares her.
What if Ina's not in love with Ashnard? What if it's the Black Knight? What if under all that armor it's somebody like really shocking?
Yeah.
I
hope he's handsome at least.
Well, I'm curious to find out who he is.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be here. Go ahead, Soren. You can begin now.
Very well.
Do your best Moogle voice.
I don't know if I can do the
Sorry,
vocal
do the
voice.
Soren voice.
Please look at this map. The current position of our army is here in the Marhat Range, Kupo. Between us and the capital, there are two large outposts of enemy troops. Fort Pinella and Nato's castle.
Oh.
Oh,
Bastion
Bastion.
is like interjecting.
Bastion interjected.
Yeah. Both holds were built to guardian our fair land. But now Dayan rules them both, and knows of us, with rations said they could hold out a year. Say what you will of Dayan and her foul plans, one must admire her skill in things of war.
Anne is Jeffrey, yeah.
Am I Jeffrey? Okay.
Yes.
I forget. What was it? Oh well. Come now, Bastion. Why would you praise our foe?
I do but speak the mean of it, good sir. The truth is harsh, but lies would be worse still.
I know, Black Knight is spoiler. Ooh,
Oh,
I'm
man.
so excited to find out. It's coming, I know it is, pretty soon. It's gotta be. We're getting close to the end. Will you two please shut up? Please. Sheesh. Pinel and Nados are fairly close to one another. I doubt they would expect us to attack both at once, but that seems to be a waste of our strength, and we don't want to get ambushed from the rear while attacking.
Head out divide our army, but we could send a small force to attack the base with weaker defenses and keep it occupied. At the same time, the main army can focus on the other one and conquer it.
I see. So which one has more soldiers?
That will be Fort Pinell.
Very well. Then the main army will lead an assault on Fort Pinell. Meanwhile, I'll take my army and a unit or so of galleons and set out for Castle Nados. We'll launch an attack, and when they come out to meet us, we'll retreat. Then we'll attack again. It will keep them busy.
Oh, Radiant Dawn holds the answer to that. Oh my.
Oh, man!
Oh boy.
We're never gonna know until later.
One day. Girl child, hey.
Hello.
Welcome. A bunch of people died. I'm gonna fix it. Sorry. The meatballs rolling down the mountain gave me some problems.
Those dang meatballs.
Yeah, them dang meatballs. That should give us the time we need. We'll take care of our front by day's end. Let's go capture a fort.
It's settled then.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid look. I'm gonna avoid looking at it anyway. I can't. I don't know what everyone else is gonna do, but I'm not gonna look.
Like, I'd like to report the results of our last battle.
Really, who was MVP?
It was you.
Of course
again.
it was. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Who was MVP?
You were,
Yeah. Thanks. I see.
that is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself.
Thanks.
Sometimes I don't know why I'm attracted to you. You're very, like...
You know why. Okay, soldier. Oh, Tabarn is in the info section.
General, may I have a moment of your time?
Yes, what is it?
I'd like your advice on something, sir. Let's say I was faced with an undefeatable enemy. In that case, what should I, as the weak fighter, do? Should I try to avoid slowing down other fighters and retreat?
Are you also playing Risk with the George and what's his
twins?
name?
Yeah. Or do I sacrifice myself and try to at least land a single blow with the opponent?
If it's an enemy general or just someone that's far too strong for you, there's no need to get yourself killed. But I don't want you to simply run away either. Study the enemy first and see if retreating is your only option. I'd like you to do that much at least.
Study the enemy.
That's right. What type of fighter is he? What kind of weapon is he using? Things like that. If you can learn to do that, you can determine how best to engage your opponent.
Those are the very core of combat fundamentals, aren't they? Oh, I'm a danged fool.
Yeah.
It could be. Did you just agree?
Yeah.
It could be. I think all my trouble started because I wasn't paying enough attention to the basics. You gave me something to think about, and some hope too. Thank you, sir. You're the smartest general ever.
Yeah. Huh, what a brave little fella.
I think he's taller than me.
Are you leaving now?
Yep. We're gonna do some reconnaissance and tease those Danes a bit.
Good luck.
You don't need luck when you're as tough as me.
He's so cool.
He is very cool. Tibarn about.
Rayson, no. I truly am sorry. Leanne's kidnapping is completely my fault.
Oh, and again, I always stumble over that darn dragon's name. Degensi, thank you for following. I'm sorry I missed that earlier.
Not your fault. Please don't apologize. I know Leanne is alive. These battlefields are filled with chaotic energy, but I can still sense her. It's faint, but I know it's Leanne.
Which is all the more reason for us to hurry. There may be other ways to finish this, but crushing Dayan is the surest.
Agreed.
Rayson, is this mysterious power that you use to sense Leanne something only herons possess?
Not something any of the Hawk clans have, that's a certainty.
Oh, thank you, Degensi.
That's not true, Tibarn. The power may differ in potency between us, but all Lagoos possess it to some degree.
Ah, so it's just that my sense isn't developed, is that it?
The power is distributed something like this. Among the bird tribes, it's very strong in the Heron clan. Among the beast tribes, I've heard that it's most developed in the cat clan, but not as strongly as in the herons. As for the dragon tribes, it is said they may be equal to or even surpass the strength of the herons.
Even though I knew that all Lagoos were not alike, there are even more differences than I imagined.
Your eyes should have told you that. Once we change, we don't look alike, do we?
Good point.
Enough pleasantries. Time for me and my men to take wing.
Right. See you later then.
Tibarn, may the fortunes of war be with you.
And you as well. Don't try anything too dangerous.
Rayson?
My apologies, Ike. Though I knew this was coming, it's still difficult.
Don't apologize. You've nothing left to prove to me.
Uh,
A lot of dots we're having.
Yep.
Let's see. I need another killing edge. Do I have one in the...
Girl child is like, oh, and he can say sorry too. Yeah. Men who can apologize are very
Wow.
true.
Oh, I don't think I can... We can't buy a killing edge. We'll just give him a... Was it silver, right? Is the top. That's a lance. Silver sword. Yeah. Oh, wait. Wrong button.
I've never seen anybody react harder to Tibarn leaving than Neolucci, though.
I wish he comes back by the end, but I don't know that he
I
will.
want to go back so bad.
Oh, gosh. Let's see here. We definitely don't need to be holding that. Silver bow, Laguz bow, both are kind of low. Killer bow. I hope we're good. Oops. Let's get you another bow. Armory. Silver bow. Give that to Shinon.
Yay!
See, Rolf, he's got 8 shots left with that steel bow. We'll just give him, this one. I'll give him a few more shots. Kieran, he's got plenty going on. See, who else did we take last time that we need to check on? Soren's fine. Mist is good. Liliana's fine. Astrid, she looks alright. Yep. Nolf, Rayson, Boyd, Janeth, Tanith. We have so many characters, and only a lot of people we brought last time are also kind of dead. So, a few of them definitely died.
Just
We'll
make
fix
sure
it.
to save it in
Yeah.
a different spot.
Yeah, I'll put it in a different spot.
Also, Leanne and Nisala cosplay. My god.
Oh,
Whoa, Valencia.
whoa! Look how fancy.
My Lord Ike. Yeah.
Princess Alencia? Huh? Oh, she's a
Oh.
Pegasus Knight! Look at that Pegasus! What's going on? Why are you dressed like that?
I thought to join you on the battle lines.
Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that?
He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless.
She looks so cool!
Has he
Okay,
been
but-
in your pocket? Where was he?
Where was he?
He
That doesn't answer my question. I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it, will they?
As for that,
Did you agree to this, Jeffrey?
No, personally I'm against it, but she is the princess and it is her wish. I can do nothing.
The princess's great-grandmother was a Benioff Pegasus Knight of some renown before marrying into House Crimea. Princess Alencia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship all this time. You just didn't know.
Yeah.
As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose.
Behold the Pegasus and uniform, all treasures of our house Crimea fair. We did fear much that we would never see a chance to use them in their proper stead.
They were keeping the Pegasus under the stairs, of course.
Oh, muse of fire, I cannot find the words. Behold a light that dares to shame the sun.
Oh, muse of fire.
Our princess clad in raiments fair and fine gives courage, love, and vigor to our cause.
He is inspired. I love Bastion too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were able to hide armor and a flying horse from the Dayan army, and from me.
Ahem. Prince Renning foresaw a time when the princess would need them and bade us convey them from the palace. We kept them in these just add water animal tablets.
Oh,
So-
one of those.
Yeah. Prince Renning's thoughts were always of the princess, even as his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart and live life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her.
my Lord Uncle was always the one person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind and doing nothing, it sets my heart beating with such unease I fear it may burst. Even if I cannot fight, I could use a staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, it would mean so much to me. Please, my Lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best I can.
Lord Ike, you will take responsibility and guard the princess.
It is her heartfelt wish. It's not something that I can allow or disallow. She is my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. Be careful, will you?
Oh, thank you so much.
Let us go forth like sunlight to the dawn. Alencia fights, and Crimea wins the day.
Wow.
Yay!
And she's on a Pegasus mount too, so she'll have a really good ability
Yeah.
to get around.
She can go for her.
Bertram is Anna.
Can't even see his face.
Yeah, no. Who is dying. And then had no lines. Okay, sorry about that, Anna. I'm sure he speaks later. Perhaps. Ike, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see now, they are double our numbers.
We must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle.
Oh no, a long battle, you say?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Girl Child also says this is not good. Oh, we shall see what happens.
Oh gosh.
Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. Oh, maniac mode. This is terrible, apparently. Be careful with Valencia.
Oh,
She is
man.
fragile.
It's
Oh, I
I
painful
figured she'd
to
probably be pretty
watch.
delicate.
My game is kind of painful to watch without being in maniac mode. Alright.
It's fine.
Seize. We just have to seize. So, here's the
straight for
target.
it.
Should we just run for it and see if we can get there? If it takes too long,
have-
then we'll do a stop and then I'll
Yeah.
try and fix it later.
We have a lot of units.
We have a lot of units. We've got some mounted units. She's in there, all right. Let's just bring the full force. Sorry, Alencia. Oh, I can't put her down. She's required. Astrid. We've got... I'll put Miss down. Where's Titania? She's coming back. Titania be coming back. We should level
We
up
need
Tana.
her.
Let's see here. I'll put down Lethe, Mia, Ranulf. Jeffrey, he's a paladin. Sure, why not? Bastion's a sage. Gatry's our wall. He'll come. We've got Reese and Ileana to do that. Let's see, who else is like tough as hell? Janet has done well in the past.
Boyd?
Boyd. We really want to watch Boyd die again, you guys?
Oh man. For the
Oh,
fifth
man.
time.
We should bring in Moram. We haven't seen him in a while. And reinforce is super helpful here. Bring
Oh, that's
Tanith.
Tanith.
Oh yeah, because she can bring in all the extra knights.
Yeah.
All right, let's just this is we're just gonna see how far we can go because we've only got roughly 45 to 50 minutes left of stream time. So let's just see if we can just get there and do it. Like this is gonna be like a suicide run.
Yeah.
Largo died.
And-
Yeah.
General Bertram, the Crimean army has risen to the bait. Order, sir.
He has no. Does
saying
he?
anything.
He's just a mannequin. Bertram is
Maybe.
not an actual person.
Your orders, sir. Hello? General, how shall we make answer?
Turn the ground soft with blood. Make a graveyard of this place. Bury them all.
Is he a
I
snake?
think he's part snake.
Yes, sir.
Are there a snake tribe?
I've never heard of one. Oh my gosh, Soren, do you have any information on the general?
Our intelligence reports say the commander of this army is Bertram, one of Dane's 4 riders.
One of the 4 riders. So he's on par with that woman we fought earlier. My mom, General Patrine.
It's not necessarily so.
He's Slytherin. That's what it is. Hey, Samwise the girl, welcome. And thank you for
Hello.
the compliment on the voice acting.
Yeah. The name 4 riders is given to the 4 persons of highest ability among the king's advisors.
So the members can change, is that it? Who are the current 4 riders?
First, there was General Patrice, who we defeated at Rivet Bridge. You know her as Ike's previous stepmom.
Yeah.
Then the man we faced today, General Bertram. Next is General Bryce, who served the previous king. And finally, the enigmatic general known as the Black Knight. Those are the 4.
Oh, Titania's line. I was like, what changed? This is the same Black Knight who murdered Commander Greel?
Of that, there appears to be little doubt.
Tell us, Soren, do you have any more information on General Bertram?
I know not where he hails from. He appeared after the fall of Crimea and has quickly gained Ashnard's favor.
So he's a man of no mean ability.
Like the Black Knight, he always wears his armor and never shows his face unhelped. Some say he's not even in his armor.
What?
But that... What? Some say he's not even in his armor, but that it's inhabited by an ancient specter or a demonic creature.
Oh my god. He's possessed.
It's all just superstition and rumor designed to heighten fear of the
I
bad.
don't think it is. It's not important. Once we cross swords, we'll know the truth. Then we can discover for ourselves if he's just a loud-mouthed braggart or truly a monster. As long as our blades can wound him, I care not either way. Let's go.
Like he's hissing.
He's
like
hissing.
an animal.
No, girl child, I didn't. But we were filled in by someone on chat about the conversation that would take place between Soren and Patrine. So we got that info from somebody. It is not weird at all, Bill, that you have a crush on Titania. She's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
and her
all
hair,
crushing
like
on
she's just perfect.
We're all crushing on Tibard anyways, so
Yes.
it's not that weird.
Not weird at all. I have no idea. Like, we're just suicide running into this battle, so we'll see how it goes. Jeffrey's got the brave lance, though. Maybe it's Michael Myers. Maybe. Poke him again. I like the color of his armor, that green. It's really nice. It's like so bright.
Also, his horse has a mask.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, who else have we got? Janif is already transformed.
Mm-hmm. Peck him!
Peck! He's got a Laguz axe. Ouch.
Uh-oh. Please don't counter.
Oh, missed. She's pretty fast. This old bird's pretty fast.
I do like Jeffrey and Lucia. I just wish I knew more about them.
You know, I can't really, aside from just like random side generals, I can't really think of many characters I dislike in this game. I mean, I like
very true.
everybody. Like, every character has been so good.
Yeah.
And like really like distinct with their own like personalities and quirks and stuff.
I feel like it's hard to dislike characters in Fire Emblem too, because like everybody's charismatic in their own way.
Yes.
They're all different, even though there's like 10 billion characters.
Like, even, although I know Shinon's not everybody's favorite boy, even Shinon has moments. I like Shinon.
Yeah.
I personally do like Shinon.
All of us like Shida, so...
Everybody just run. Run to the point. Oh, and
Go,
Tanith
go,
can
go.
reinforce.
Yes.
Before I forget,
Please.
reinforce, call for assistance.
Please help us. Morim. It's been a while since we used Morim.
Yeah, we've been using Mordecai because we wanted to see those support conversations between him and Ileana.
I also like
Lucia.
Shinon's voice.
I
Thanks,
love
girl
Shinon's
child.
voice. It's the Gary Oak voice.
He's kind of like more intense than Gary is a little bit.
Yeah.
When I first did it, but yeah, it's a fun voice to do.
Cat Daddy, yep, he's great.
I appreciate the amount of buff men in this game.
But then everybody has their like favorite waifu too. So there's plenty for everyone.
Ileana's my wife.
She is adorable.
Astrid's also pretty great. I like
Astrid is great. I like Lethe a lot. I think she's funny.
Yeah, Lethe's great too.
Because she's always just kind of like, oh, the Holy Guard.
Rip.
Oh no, it's a double miss. They get even buffer in Radiant Dawn. How's that possible?
Of course. Well, if Ike is able to
Ooh.
get bigger than he is right now,
Ike can get
and-
buffer, but like, how does Tabarin get buffer? You know what I'm saying?
wider shoulders,
Bigger shoulders. Takes up the whole
More-
screen, not just half the
Yeah.
screen.
the most macho.
Yes, the women are all like really well crafted.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have like some for like comedic purposes, like Amy. She's not actually a playable character, but she's like,
Mm-hmm.
yoo-hoo, Ikey poo.
Where are you?
Where are you? Alright, so we need to go west from here. We're moving this way. That's not gonna be much, is it?
But Amy in her own
Birdie
right is
cat?
funny too. Because
Yeah, but she's
like,
also fun.
Yeah. The way she said "ew" at Soren was really
That was really
funny.
funny.
Ew, it's Soren. I mean,
Ew.
hello.
Hello, Soren. Tiburon stays kind of similar, okay. Oh, good job, Rolf.
Yay.
Oh yeah, we can use them to draw fire. Sorry to turn them into cannon fodder, Danif. Ugh. Somebody do more damage against this guy. Yes, okay, that'll do it.
Aw.
Not if he misses.
Not if he misses.
Yay.
It's okay, huh?
Lucia, maybe? Just needs to get a hit in. Oh, okay. Or you can crit. That also works. I like her outfit. I think it's really pretty. With like the detail on the bottom. Bastion?
Yeah, furry on furry warfare. Not great.
No. That's a soldier. Well, see how it does. Oh, he's gonna crit. Perfect.
Hooray.
Hooray! Tee. See this Holy Guard. Still got a couple of shots of that Laguz bow left. Oh no, we don't. We used it all. That's right. We swapped it for the killer bow. Do the thing, Shinon.
Yes.
Do the thing. The fancy thing. No damage.
Yay.
Not gonna do it, but he's gonna finish it.
No
Alright,
fancy
Leah.
one, though.
Have a good sleep.
Bye.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Here's Tanith. We'll move forward. Can we reinforce? Yes. Call for more help. Soren. Not a dragon. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to replay this whole fight anyway, girl child, because we lost too many units in the last one. So, if people go down in this one, it's okay. We're gonna just try and get through another, like, section where we can do voices, and we'll see if it works out.
Mm-hmm.
So, if anyone dies, I'm gonna fix it all later.
Mango does work behind the scenes
Yeah,
to
I do.
make sure.
Yeah, to make it perfect for us when we play.
which we are all very thankful for.
Ah, well, it's actually kind of fun redoing that. I actually enjoy it because I'm like, I want to play more. And I can't. But I guess
Yeah.
I can if people die. Then I get to redo it. I guess. Yeah, we call that fire tome not a dragon. Again, we cannot confirm whether he is or not. We still suspect. So we
Well-
don't know. But that was what
Yeah.
we named that tome.
We can't confirm for certain, but we also can't deny it because it hasn't been denied yet.
That's right. Who is left? Oh, it's Raisin. Let's see here. Nobody really I want to give a second move to right now. So we'll just wait it out. Janeth. Move in. What makes us suspect? Why do we suspect that Soren is actually of the Dragon Clan?
I mean, the symbol on his forehead, right?
Yeah, that was
This deer has the same symbol.
yes. And so did Ina.
And so, yeah, and Ina's a dragon. Soren also like
And so did the
acted
prince
real
and the
weird in the
king, right?
forest.
Then they also have the symbols, the marks on their foreheads. So, oh, Raisin, you're gonna die, honey.
he acted real weird around Goldoans.
Yeah,
and
he like
acted real
vanished.
weird in the
He didn't want to
forest.
be around them. So there's been lots of little hints. Sorry, Raisin, I'll bring you back next time, honey.
I will not be defeated here. I must for Lilia's sake.
Raisin!
No!
I understand how you feel, but you cannot go on. You must withdraw. He's actually
Oh,
not
so
gonna
he's
die.
not-
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
can't go into battle again.
I am no longer fighting for my family alone. I wish to help you and your sister.
For someone who knows nothing of fighting, you've done more than enough already. I have no wish to rob Leanne of her own brother. Please, for me.
I understand. Ike, you must be careful. I would not see you die.
Aw. Oh, he just kind of slowly descends. It's so
Aw.
sad. Hi, Dino Nichan. Welcome. Hello. Please excuse this suicide run I'm doing right now. I'm going to replay it later and fix it. But we just want to see if we can get to another part before we wrap things up for the day. So I'm running as fast as I can to the end so we get more dialogue. Descend, Raisin. He descends like an angel.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of enemies.
I know. Leave us alone.
Oh! Nope. Oh, the Lagoos are attacking Shinon. Yeah, I think 4 lost. Yeah. But Shinon's fine. I'll have to redo it from that mountain path where they were throwing meatballs at us.
Mm-hmm. Meatball games.
Ooh! Take that,
Ow.
cat. Wow. I probably will never play this in Maniac mode. I don't think I could manage. Okay, here we go. Continue running for the goal. Do your best, Janeth. Ooh, nice. Janeth is so fast.
Mm-hmm. I apologize. I'm also like eating lunch
No,
right
it's
now.
okay.
So. If you hear chewing noises, I apologize.
Had lunch during the last battle.
I'm gonna have lunch when we're done.
Hello,
Oh,
Dino
welcome.
Nichan.
Oh, you're friends. cool. You're friends with Degensi. Welcome.
The dag linked me here.
This is
Oh,
not.
hello.
This is. Oh yeah. Hello. This is not my first Fire Emblem. I played Awakening, and I played. Oh, what was that other one called? I always forget the name of it. Conquest. But I didn't finish Conquest. But this is the first time we've played this game. Like, any of us have played this game. What's for lunch? Girl Child asked.
Oh, my sister made me another BLT.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yum.
We have bacon in the fridge, so
I
Why
love
not?
good BLT. Like, I'll always
Yeah.
eat a BLT.
it's so good.
Oh, there knows the missus. The Ileana player.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do it. Go to a
Oh,
meatball
yeah.
shop.
I bet they're really good in New York. I've never had.
Yeah.
Well, I've never. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in New York City, but man, I bet they're good. Mariko didn't have lunch yet. Me neither, Mariko. To be fair. Oh, we were just saying welcome. And yes, if you missed it, I have played Fire Emblem Awakening, and I played Conquest. Although I didn't finish playing Conquest, but this is the first time any of us have experienced this game, and we're loving it. And we heard about your Ileana cosplay, and that's awesome.
Yes. We love Ileana, or I love Ileana.
Yeah, we do love Ileana. She's like our adorable waifu.
No lunch squad assemble. Guys, go get food.
Yeah, right. I can't. I gotta keep playing. You started on Awakening and Conquest as experience you wish to forget. Oh no.
Yeah, Awakening, like, as a first game is really grindy.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But Shadows of Valentia is worse with grinding, I would say. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I had to do a lot of dungeon runs, and, like, I don't think I ever truly finished the game because, for anybody who's played Shadows of Valentia, I had Clive in my party and I was trying to level him up, but he kept dying.
Oh no.
So I had to keep going to dungeons, and I didn't fully finish that game, so I still have to complete it.
Yeah, I never finished Conquest. Had I not just told myself to finish it, I probably would never have finished Awakening. Because I was like determined to watch every single support conversation that exists.
Yeah.
Eventually I got to a point where it's like, okay, I have to just end the game.
Yeah.
Because I'll put it down and have to start over. Because if I put a game down for a really long time, I have to just start over. I can't pick up.
Especially if the story's like super long-winded
Yeah.
with like lots of lore, it's like maybe it's just better to start over.
True, true. Reese, I think Reese is gonna die.
Girl Child did not like Conquest.
You didn't like Conquest? I thought it was just okay. It definitely, for me, it wasn't as good as Awakening.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like the Fate series.
Yeah.
So that includes like Conquest, Birthright, Revelations.
What is this? Heal. Who needs a heal? Oh, Ileana's only got one. That's fine. See ya. What else have we got back here? Bastion. Keep moving up. Keep moving up. Keep moving up. We're just trying to get to seize the point. Oh, I played Three Houses. You know, for some reason, because Three Houses was so different to me, I always forget Three Houses was a Fire Emblem game. You know what I mean? Like, it just was, it felt really different. I really like Three Houses, though. I only played one path, though. I didn't play the other two. I played,
Yeah.
what's his name? I played the Golden Deers.
Yeah.
Claude.
Yes. He seemed the most fun between the three of them when they were making me pick. I was like, which one do I want to spend the day with? Yeah,
Three
it's like
Houses was
Persona / Fire Emblem, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't feel like a regular Fire Emblem game. Was he supposed to be, or is that like just a fan feeling?
It's just a fan thing.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if there's like a translation change, because you know they've done that to games before.
I don't know anything about like translation, but like,
Oh, really? His voice actor streams.
yeah, Josie just streams.
Ouch. That was cool. They didn't finish him, but that was a cool move. Like the way her crit, she like points a sword. And he turned around and ran. Oops. I will
Oopsies.
not die. I must not cause the Lady Alincia any more grief. I must not live. No matter the pain, I will live.
We're literally just suicide running
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is suicide running. Sorry. We're gonna fix it later. I'm gonna fix it later. Yeah, we're trying to keep it light on Radiant Dawn spoilers. Sorry, Reese. In case we ever get to that one. I hope maybe one day we will. But we'll see how it goes. It's so long, you know?
Oh my god.
Well, we will not deny that we have shipped it the entire game. So,
Literally one of the longest running ships has been Icon's sword for this playthrough.
yeah, that was, I think, the original ship. We don't need an Ileana death scene, that's for sure. Come on, Holy
This
Guard.
map is brutal.
Yeah, this map is terrible. You were not kidding. I'm gonna have to be very careful when I replay this later. Oh, we're already gonna restart, don't worry, because we lost several other people during the last map. So, don't worry, Dino Ni-chan, we've got you covered. There's already going to be a replay.
The meatball map kind of like
Yeah.
screwed with us.
That one was pretty bad. They threw in a lot of real difficult maps here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah, oof. We're almost there. I can see the goal, you guys.
We are approaching Snake Man.
Yeah, first playthrough. Yep. Oh, the humanity.
Well, by the time we're done with this map, there isn't going to be much humanity.
Yeah. It's just gonna give me an instant game over screen. Like, sorry, you
Yep.
lost too many units.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just targeting
Humanity and the
Jeffrey.
Furies are dying. I know, right?
Bye.
Ouch.
Bye, buddy.
We will miss your blue and green color palette.
You'll be back, Jeffrey. Don't worry. Oh, but they left the point open for us because they all moved in.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Get to the point. I sprint for it.
Roman tactics of huddling together. So we should move as a unit like we did that one time.
Yeah.
Alright. Kenneth. Move up if you can. Not quite far enough. Can we get anybody over there this round? Damn, this is fine. It's gonna be the next round. Oh, she crit with a javelin. What do we got here? They're just short. They're just short of the goal.
Yeah, we're just blazing through this battle part because we want to get in a little bit more story.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah. But I'm gonna redo all
Mang-
this. Yeah.
Yeah, Mango's about to go on hiatus.
I gotta go on. I have a family. I'm just gonna end the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them have their turn. I'm gonna let the dog out though while this is rolling. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The walkies from Mickey.
Yes.
No, Shinon.
Dinon's dead. Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's holding on. Yay, a game over. Oh no.
Or Valencia.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start this one over though. I think Mango's still away. But yeah. I didn't even know that her Pegasus had like pink hair.
Yeah, it's got a pink mane and tail.
I know, it's so cute.
Little princess pony.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, saw that one coming, right?
You're gonna have to redo this. I think when she dies, it's a game over.
Is it? Oh no! Is it really game
Yep.
over?
Yeah.
Oh no! I thought it was. Oh damn it! Well, I guess that's where we stopped today.
Yep.
We
That's
tried.
okay.
We tried to make a run for the point. It didn't quite work out though. But that's okay. We were coming up on our time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Rippy
didn't know
dippy.
that it would game over. I thought that, you know, obviously we wouldn't want her gone, but I didn't realize it was a game over moment. Oops. My bad.
It's
Well,
okay.
mistakes were made, and that wasn't the first one. Much fun and mayhem, yes. But anyways, so I'll fix that, and then oh, thank you for following, Dino Nichan. And the next time I stream Fire Emblem is going to be after my family leaves town, which is going to be Wednesday, November the 3rd. So I'm going on a little hiatus. I'll probably play though some Parasite Eve tonight to see if I can finish that before my family arrives tomorrow night. But then we'll continue and finish Fire Emblem Path of Radiance next week. Maybe we'll need 2 streams for it, so maybe Wednesday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we're playing Heavy Rain, as voted on by everybody in the chat on Friday last week.
Yay!
Yay! Cool. But thanks for hanging out, and thanks for all the tips and stuff. I'm sorry I didn't execute that better. Will I play the whole
Okay.
map on the stream? Not this map, probably not, because it just is going to take too long. But if you have any tips you want to give me before I attempt that on my own, let me know. But usually what I'll do is I'll get to like the end of the map, and then when I start the stream, we'll be there, so we can jump right into story stuff. So drop any tips, other than obviously keep Valencia alive. I missed that one. But yeah, you can give me any tips you want before we sign off. And yeah, when we come back on Wednesday next week, we'll be at the end of this map section with everybody alive. I swear to you, it will be done. We will get it done.
Mango will undo all the deaths.
Yeah, I'm gonna undo all the damage I did today, and fix it, and play better, on my own time, restarting a million times until I get it right. Check the weapon of who people are fighting. Good tip. All right, yeah, I should do that. There will be time travel, yes. But thanks for hanging out, everybody, and thanks for our new friends who are following, the Gensi and Dino Nichan.
friends.
Yay! And thanks Anna and Jada for supplying voices
No problem.
so many times. Like pretty much every stream, you guys have I think Anna's been here like almost every single. Have you done every
Yeah.
stream, Anna? Close to it.
I
if
think
not.
I missed like one or two in the beginning, but yeah, I've done a lot.
Almost. And Jada's almost in every stream except for like the Saturday ones.
I've only missed one, yeah.
Yeah. So awesome. Thanks for your help because that would be so much and not nearly as entertaining if I were doing them all myself.
No.
You guys are pros with the voices.
It's okay.
Yes. But take care, everyone, and hope to see you again soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Marco, Bill, thanks for being here too. Girl Child, thank you so much.
Have a
Mochi.
good Monday, y'all.
Yes, everybody who's hanging out and lurking and having a good night. Good night, Leah, if you're still hanging around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Samwise the Girl, thank you for hanging. And we'll see y'all next time.